We want to subtract 1 and 3/6 from 3 and 4/6. These fractions have a common denominator, so I am able to subtract them right away without having to make a common denominator first. So first thing I want to do is subtract the whole number parts. So I have a 3 and a 1 as the whole numbers. So 3 subtract 1 equals 2. Next I want to subtract the fraction parts. 4/6 subtract 3/6. The denominator stays the same. And 4 subtract 3 is 1. So the answer to this question is 2 and 1/6. I want to subtract 3 and 1/4 from 4 and 5/8. These fractions do not have a common denominator, so that's the first thing I need to do in order to be able to subtract these mixed numbers. I've listed the first few multiples of 8 and 4, and I found that the least common multiple of these two numbers is 8. So I need to make fractions that have a denominator of 8. 5/8 already has a denominator of 8, so I just need to make 1/4 have a denominator of 8. So 4 times 2 is 8 for the denominators, so same thing to the numerator, 1 times 2 is 2. So 1/4 is equivalent to 2/8. Now my question is 4 and 5/8 subtract 3 and 2/8, because I've replaced the 1/4 with the equivalent fraction of 2/8 so that they have a common denominator. So now I'm going to start by subtracting the whole numbers. 4 subtract 3 is 1, and then I'll subtract the fractions. 5/8 subtract 2/8 is 3/8. So the answer to this question is 1 and 3/8. Now I want to subtract 1 and 3/5 from 5 and 2/5. So if I were to do 5 subtract 1, that would leave me with 4 whole pieces. And then if I tried to do 2/5 subtract 3/5, I don't have enough to do that. So before I do any subtraction, I'm going to have to regroup. I've regrouped 5 whole pieces as 4 and 5/5. So what I did was take one of these whole pieces and replaced it with 5/5 because 5/5 makes a whole. I've simplified this expression just by adding the two fractional parts together. So 5/5 plus 2/5 gave me 7/5. Now I can subtract these mixed numbers. So first I'll subtract the whole number parts. 4 subtract 1 equals 3. And 7/5 subtract 3/5 is 4/5. So the difference in this question is 3 and 4/5.